Hello and welcome to Iconic Brands. Reaching nearly 250,000 views. And it's quite a milestone for a small channel like this one. I began Iconic Brands with £25,000 that I decided to have a little bit of fun with. At the end of this video I will give you a financial breakdown on how my original £25,000 investment in Iconic Brands has panned out. I owned a Range Rover Evoque which cost me £20,000, and I also had a Mutt Birmingham made Mushman motorcycle. I also had £2,000 cash, and I thought I'm going to have a bit of fun with this and start the YouTube channel. Now I wanted to keep within the financial parameters of this amount. In other words, if I wanted something I'd have to sell before I could buy. Therefore, not spending any extra money on what I've got. Now, this is the video about what's been coming and what's been going. And at the end of this video, please stick with it. It's something you may well want to do yourself. I will show you how I made money, did I lose money, or did I simply break even? Stick with it to the end, and thanks.
I'm not trying to sell you some kind of fantastic business model here. I suppose in some ways it's just a war of attrition against depreciation on some of the products that you buy. It's just important that you enjoy the ones that you have. If there's anything here that you're particularly interested in, please look it up in the playlists on Iconic Brands.
I decided that I was going to have a lot of fun with these products that I bought, but I weren't going to spend any more money. I.e., if I wanted to buy something, I would have to sell to buy. And I wanted to see how long that £25,000 would last.
There is a wear rate for this, of course, and hence it does lose money. However, some products, if they're looked after properly, can gain in value as they get older. A lot of it is buying at the right time in its cycle of its life and current popularity.
See, the ethos of Iconic Brands is basically to have fun and not to spend any money, basically, and hopefully make a profit or get it back at some point. And as you can see from what you've just seen, it's been a really enjoyable experience, and one I can recommend to you who's viewing this, who've stuck this long with the video. And please persevere with it. Be careful what you buy, of course, and just go out there and have fun with your initial investment. Doesn't matter how big or small that investment is.
I've added up all the things that I've purchased and all the things I've sold. But this doesn't include the parts business of Iconic Brands. I've left that out, concentrating on the fun items that I've purchased. So how do the figures stack up? The biggest loss maker was the Range Rover Evoque, losing £3,000 of its value. Next was the Mercedes, losing £1,000. And the Mutt motorcycle lost £800. With the Boardman electric bike losing just £200, making a loss up to this point of £5,000 in total. What price do you put on fun anyway? I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed the Steve McQueen lookalike bike and had loads of fun in the Mercedes, and I also enjoyed the Range Rover Evoque as well. So these items aside, let's have a look at what actually made a profit. What I've done with the next section is bundle all the bicycles together that made a profit, including the MGB GT Mark 1 and every other bike that has been sold since, including several rally choppers. As for the Porsche and other items that have not been sold and are still in my possession, I have made an estimate of their current market value. The biggest profit maker was the bike bundle, collectively making a profit of £2,800. The MGB GT Mark 1 had the second biggest return, showing a profit of £1,800 after costs. The other items in the iconic brand stable, including the Jaguar X-Type and the 987 Boxster, after a full inventory of market values and expected returns if I was to sell these items, plus profits already made. Amazingly, it all pans out where I began, at £25,000. Here's a recap of how it all works, owning fun investment items.
And working within the parameters of £25,000. In other words, if I wanted to buy anything else, I would have to sell. The idea is that it would not go beyond that figure. And I wanted to see if I could keep the money going. It's like a game of football, we keep it up, just keep the £25,000 up. But thanks for watching, and I hope you've gained something from that, and I hope you're enjoying watching my stuff on this little channel of mine. Iconic Brands, please don't forget to subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future.